I have been playing Starfield now for 291 hours. I got the game when it first came out and I'm really enjoying the game. But there are actually some few things in the game that really bothered me throughout my experience playing this game. I bump into problems where when I go into enemy ships and taking the whole crew out and come back and find out my companions has blocked my way to get into the cockpit and also to the cargo hold. So this video is not talking about that, but also talk about other things in a game that I believe that they could have left this game in the oven, but also things that they could have improved in Starfield. So let's go. So I want to talk about what I just said from the beginning about companions blocking your way. If anyone has been playing this, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like if you decided to take over a ship from the Crimson Fleet or any factions in the game that has a spaceship and you want that into your collection of ships, or you decided that you just want to do the side quest of being a bounty hunter, and you decided to just go to the Crimson Fleet and just take out everyone, take what's on the ship, contraband, and instead of just going straight to your cockpit, you decided just to board your ship. And you find out, as the video that you can see right here, that your companion is just blocking the way, and you're just like, why you keep blocking my way every time that I board my own ship when I want to get to the cargo hold. That is like the most annoying thing that I have to deal with when I'm playing Starfield. But I know now that if I want to get to my cockpit and maybe just not get to my cockpit, I just want to go to the cargo hold, I have to literally go for this long animation where I see my guy just sliding out from the machine and, well, from the chair, and then jump out of the seat and then go to my cargo hold. I really don't want to have to go through that animation. and I'm pretty sure that some people will have that as well. They're just saying to themselves, I cannot be asked to go through that animation. I'd rather just board the ship, run down to where my cargo hold, put stuff in there, and then go to the next bounty. I'd rather do that instead of go through that long animation. It's also worse when, again, I don't know if people are actually having this problem as well, that when you take your character to sleep and you wake up for 24 hours and you see your companions once again just decided to block your way and in between the doorway. I had this when I started playing Starfield, and I don't have video as proof. I wish I did, but that's just the word of mouth. But it's so annoying, Bethesda. I don't know why you have not sort this out before the game comes out. In my opinion, that I wish that the game would been delayed for 1 year, because I think this game would have been much better if this game was delayed.
We're losing! This is bad!
One thing I liked about when you are boarding the ship in Starfield is that sometimes you will have two different encounters. One that you board the ship and you have normal gravity, and the other times if you board another ship you will have zero gravity, and you have this zero gravity battle where if you fire your gun you're gonna go backwards, and that was really cool and really fun. My problem with this is when you are on a ship and the enemy turn off the gravity, where you have a battle zero gravity and you're floating about in the game, and for a person that doesn't really like it, and they decided that if I just go to the main bridge of the ship I can just go to that chair and just turn off the zero gravity and just get back to the normal gravity. Well, on this game in Starfield you don't really have that option. Well, you sort of do, but you have to take out everyone on the ship, and then you have to do this long ass animation. Depends what seat it is. Like if you have one where you can just go down and sit and then adjust the controls in front of you, or you have this chair where the chair is on its side and you sit on it and it just slides you in place, and you have to just turn off the gravity that way. But I'm just like, why you don't give the player a choice to turn it off? Even when there are still crews about in the ship, why can't you just run to the main bridge and turn off the gravity and then take everybody out? I actually thought that you can actually do that in Starfield. This is like on my first playthrough where I just wanted to go to the main bridge, take out the bad guy, bring the gravity back to normal instead of being zero gravity, and then take everyone out. But it doesn't give you, again, it just doesn't give you that options when you're doing this in the game, and especially when you got that chair that's on its side and you sit on it and you can see the chair putting you and adjusting you where the controls is. It's, to me, that is just a really annoying thing. My point is, why do you have to get the player to sit on the chair? Why do you have to get the player to turn off the chair because I know that the chair is there to control the ship, but to my understanding, you could have just press the buttons to turn it, to turn off the gravity and bring it back to normal, instead of going through this animation. And I know that in the game, that when there is the crews are still about, you cannot access the chair. You have to take everyone out. But let's say for a player who really doesn't like it to have the gravity battle, and he or she just decide to just go to the main bridge, take out the captain, take out everyone there, and try to turn off the gravity, but instead they have to go around the ship and just take everybody out, and then go back to the main bridge and sit on the chair. To me, I would have give the player the option. I mean, to me, I have no problem. I have no problem with the zero gravity battle. It's fun. You know, you gotta be careful where you shoot, because if you shoot in that direction, you're gonna go backwards. So that's, to me, that was really cool and really new, because I haven't even met a game where you're on zero gravity, where when you shoot your weapon, you're gonna go backwards. The only game that you can have fun in zero gravity, that was on Dead Space, the Dead Space trilogy, the Dead Space 1, 2, and 3. Really awesome game. Really love the horror games like that, but I think that if Bethesda give that player the option of go to the bridge, make the get the gravity to go back to its normal gravity, and take out the crew. But I don't know what you guys think of that, so leave the comments down below. What do you think? Should there be a button for players where you just hold down X to get out of zero gravity and just make the gravity back to normal, or should you just take out the whole crew and then go for this long animation of your character sitting down? Leave your thoughts. Another problem that I actually have with Starfield, and maybe I'm just the only person in this community of Starfield, is the reload animation in Starfield, and how it actually really annoys me. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if you actually thought this is actually gone, but when you have one bullet in the chamber, you some reason just automatically just, you reload, put a fresh mag in, and get back into the fight. But I don't know why Bethesda still has this animation in this game where that if you have one bullet in the chamber and you take out your old one, put a fresh mag in, and some reason you pull back the damn slider. Why is this existing in the game? I mean, seriously, if you are in the gunfight, you want to take cover, got one bullet in the mag, in the chamber, put a fresh run in, and just get back into the fight. But some reason that you have to pull back the slider. For God's sake, Bethesda, why you have this animation in this game. To me, it's kind of like feel like this is some old animation that they'll be using, just reusing this animation. But really, especially when you got your weapons in the holster where you pull out your gun, and some reason they just, you know, pull back the slider, or I think one of the Uzis, when you pull it out, it like flip a switch on the gun and then you aim. Get rid of that freaking nonsense, man. Get rid of it. If I'm in a gun battle, I don't want to, you know, keep on firing at my enemy and then I'm like low on ammo, got one bullet left in the chamber. I want to reload, you know, put a fresh mag in and then back into a fight. I can completely understand if there is no ammunition in the gun, completely empty. I completely understand if I have to put the mag in and pull back the slider and then get into a fight. I can understand that. But if I have one bullet in the chamber and I'm taking out the old magazine and putting a new fresh mag in, I don't have to pull the freaking slider every time that I'm reloading. Like I said, I completely understand if I have no bullet in the chamber. I completely understand. But Bethesda, you have been doing games since 1986. This is 2023. This should not exist in your games anymore. I know it could, you know, somewhere maybe in the 2000s, that some of the 2000 games when they still have that animation, but by now you should have nailed this down, where if I am in battle or the players in battle, they don't want to see that damn animation where there is one bullet in a chamber, put a fresh mag in, and then pull back the slider. It doesn't make any sense. If you pull back the slider, you're just ejecting the bullet that's already in the chamber. Doesn't make sense. Update your animation. Get rid of that freaking nonsense. Let's talk about infantry. Infantry is actually the most important thing. Now, I have no problem with the layout of infantry, and I know that some people probably got a problem with it, but to me, I don't. But it's only one problem with the infantry, that is missing something, and some of you will go, oh yeah, that would be good, and that is item lock. There's no item lock in this game. Since Bethesda has been doing the Elder Scrolls series, the Fallout, there's no item lock. Where is the item lock in this game? Now, I have accidentally sold digipicks. I sold some few items that I was going to keep, and then the vendors was like saying, oh, well, if you want to buy them back, you have to spend XYZ amount, and it's just like, nah bro, I'm going back to my autosave and just hope that autosave where you enter the lift. Hopefully you're not too far back, but then when you finally that the autosave actually took you not too far back, and it's like, all right, this is fine. I will make sure when I get to the vendor, I will save and then sell my stuff. But Bethesda, why on earth have you not put an item lock in your game? I don't want item lock in the next game. We have to wait for the next game. I don't, it would be good if you just put an update into your game and just merge it in so we could have an item lock so we don't accidentally sell our weapons and then we have to buy it back from the vendor for a lot of money. It will be good if this game has it, but it doesn't. Leave your comments down below what you guys think about that. Should Starfield have an item lock? So I want to talk about enemies in Starfield. Some people have no problem with it. Some of them probably just ignore this problem. But I had a couple of incidents in the game of enemies shooting through doors and walls. And as you guys can see in this footage of me just showing you guys of an enemy that is behind the door, you just see me melee it, and when I open the door, the enemies just shot me through a door that is going into animation of just pulling out and then slide to the right. I can tell you that if you are playing on the hard difficulty, coming to the situation where you are facing an enemy that is a bit higher or a little bit low and you got a little bit of health, that will definitely get you off guard. Now it got me off guard like a couple of times and I have to adjust my gameplay to make sure that I don't get demolished when I'm in battle with the Crimson Fleet or the Eclipse. I also had the same problem, an enemy behind the locked door. That was annoying, and obviously when you're trying to enjoy the game and try to get use of the mechanics and get the feel of the gameplay, you kind of just ignore a few things when you're playing a brand new game. But this was just getting annoying. Like if you are just retreating from an enemy, you decided to close the door, you're just moving backwards. You just moving backwards and you try your best, you're not gonna get shot from the back. So you keeping your eye on that enemy behind the door, and then an enemy decided to open the door and shoot you through a door that is going through this animation of opening. And it's just like, damn, I'm like almost close to get to the end of the hall where I can actually take cover. Another thing that I also noticed as well, that when you are in cover, like crouching down, you still can get shot by few hits. When you're just crouching down, you still can get shot. And I'm kind of like scratching my head, because how can you get me when I'm crouched down and I'm still getting shot? But that's my really most annoying thing. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this video right here. I don't want this video to be too long, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts on Starfield. Have you played Starfield? Have you bumped into some bugs, breaking bugs in the game? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. I would love to make a part 2 video. Well, I'm going to make a part 2 video because there's just so much of things in Starfield that could have been more, but I can't really fit. I can't even talk properly. I can't even fit this all into this video because I just don't want it to be too long. So I hope you enjoy me talking and also enjoy the gameplay. Again, I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. My name is Black Dragon Rider. Thank you guys for watching, and I will speak to you all in the next video. Peace.